lonely boy. I'm a lonely boy. Oh, oh, oh. I got love that keeps me waiting. Choose your weapon. Let's do this. Hey, yo, Bob, Body Beatdown, good evening. I got some of those nasal strips you recommend and they really help. Yeah, they kick ass, don't they? Got my anime hat on. How much can you lift? All of it. I did I did a search for the world's strongest Marine. Like I purposely went through YouTube and I found the Strength Cartel did a competition with the Marine Corps, and the heaviest they deadlifted up to with straps was like 620 pounds. So I'm like, okay, I got that beat. We're good there. I'm covered there. Everybody else was doing like calisthenics, like the world's strongest soldier. What was that guy's name? And he could do all those crazy like sit-ups and push-ups and stuff. And I'm like, well, I think if I trained those, I could do a lot of that. I could definitely hold my own in pull-ups. So I could probably make it, because I do weighted pull-ups and I go up to like 100 pounds around my waist. So I think I got him beat there. But I can't do like muscle-ups, so he's stronger than me there. But like I could not find one Marine that could lift my total. Not even close. Not even close. Like I have him beat by several hundred pounds. I'm sure there's a guy out there that could do it, but I haven't seen him, so I'm staying with my claim. Justin, my current competition total is 1,640 pounds, and in the garage I'm doing just over 1,700. Merry Christmas. My PR on bench is 425. With a slingshot, I almost got 500 pounds. I almost did. That's how I hurt myself. I'm not doing that again. I heard Cephas hit 1741. Is that true? Yeah, I would imagine so. He had a 729-pound squat. And his bench and deadlift are right around where mine are. So yeah, that would put him in the 1700s. Here's the thing. When they do dot scoring, I found out they don't make a distinction between wearing wraps and sleeves. And I always thought they did because the records are separate. And I can do like 50 pounds more with wraps on. So I'm considering competing with wraps just to get the higher dot score. Dot score, it's a mathematical formula that calculates the percentage that you lift based on weight. So obviously, a guy that weighs 220 pounds is not going to lift what Eddie Hall can lift when he weighs 400, right? So who's stronger? The 400-pound guy that can lift 1,000 pounds in a deadlift, or a 150-pound guy that can do 700 pounds. Well, the lighter guy would win because it's a higher percentage. That would be Johnny Candido. I want to say he had like a 700 and he had a pretty good deadlift, and he was super light. Danny Wolf, what's up, brother? Uh, so like strongest pound for pound. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why they do weight classes. Otherwise, the only ones that would win competitions are giants. Usually with competitions, they score. There's an award for the highest total, so the guy who actually picks the most weight up gets an award. And then there's an award for best lifter, and that's who lifts the most weight based on their score. And the best lifter is the one. It's like getting best in show for a dog show. Like you can get an award for best German Shepherd, but then they have a best in show award for the best overall dog, regardless of breed. Well, powerlifting's like any other sport where they have weight classes. Boxing, MMA, Olympic lifting, strongman. Like they all have weight classes. Even bodybuilding has weight classes, right? You guys do weight classes in bodybuilding. But then they also have the best overall bodybuilder, regardless of weight class, and that's who wins Mr. Olympia. Roughly. Get these old bees going. That's the hardest spot right there, the first one. Where, get those going. Yeah. I love these yoga blocks, man. Freshly Wild, what's up? Alright, so heavy ass squats. Nice package. Well, thank you. Heavy ass squats, yeah, that's the plan. Tomorrow I officially start my program for competition. So this is like my last kind of do whatever I want night. Big ain't strong, only strong is strong. Well, yeah, man, I mean, think about it. I've stayed between 198 and 220 for 10 years. And so I've gotten as strong as I can at this body weight. It's like, dude, I could put on 30 pounds and get a 450-pound bench. I was 515 pounds, and now I'm 220, twice as strong. Yeah, hell yeah, Danny. 3,000 calories a day now. Ooh, yeah. Well, no, I don't think my diet's got to change much. But the workouts are going to get way more regimented. It's the same. It starts out with a pretty significant amount of volume. For you, you're back on your diet. Yeah, see, that's the one reason I haven't done bodybuilding is because the diet's so strict. And you've seen powerlifters, like some of them are just permanently bulking. It's just like an excuse to just see. If you can't be in shape, be strong, right? Gonna make a PB and J. What kind of peanut butter and jelly do you use there, Bob? What's your secret ingredient? Just use the dollar store stuff, or do you actually buy like really good? Hey Danny, while you're in the chat, I wanted to address something, a comment you made. You're talking about Christina and I working through our issues, and I wanted you to know that this is something that has been going on for a while now, so it's not like new. Like it didn't just happen. We've been working through our stuff for a minute now. It's just, I was, we were just talking about it, my wife and I, we were talking about it in the garage, and it's like if my channel is going to be dedicated to men's wellness, let's say, the issues that we face, that it would definitely be worth incorporating relationships into that, because that's a big part of why men are so miserable. Like we don't talk about that stuff, the mental health. So we got the physical health, we might, so we also have to, we talk about money and finances and work advice and things of that nature, but we rarely really get honest when it comes to like communicating and relationships and stuff like that. So I'm going to find a little more time to dedicate some of my content to that as well. All right, wartime. I donated blood today. Yeah, I had to do that recently too. I did a blood test and it was starting to get a little thick. So usually I donate twice a year. Kraft PB Empress strawberry jam. Nice. Are you Canadian A? Are you hosers? You hurt my clothes. No, hell no. Are you on Instagram or Telegram? No. Uh, Actually, I have a Telegram account, but I don't use the app. Some of my friends use Telegram, but I just got sick of the alerts going off on my phone, so I deleted it. My winner lols. You're a good guy. I can tell. Thank you. I appreciate it. Christina, what's up? My wife's in the chat. Razik, Abd Razik, what's up? Crazy how you have hair still. I don't know what to tell you. Genetics. Tortilla Tavatin. Beta male. Oh, that's cool who I am. You're still welcome here. What's up, granddaddy? Yeah, right. When I start dropping my daughter off for like high school, they're gonna be like, "Your grandpa's super cool, man." She did the kid. I was picking the kids up from school, and my daughter said, "Dad, why are you so old?" I'm like, "Damn, man." Georgie's back. Say hello to Brazil, Messias Sabadini. Let's see. The lowest for show I get down to is 1,500 calories. Yeah, see, why would you do that to yourself? Why is 6 afraid of 7? I hear a dad joke coming on. Kangaroo for lunch. I don't have a joke for that. It's funny, like the whole beta male thing. Like you can kind of tell who's got like an education background and who doesn't, because the whole like beta, sigma, alpha thing that's been disproven even amongst wolves, and the science on that was was it not contravened, but they found out that that was false like 10 years ago. It's like there's no such thing as a beta or a sigma or an alpha. It's a spectrum, and where we fall on that spectrum is usually it moves around quite a bit, and it's usually dictated by circumstances and environment more than anything. Stop being a simp. To my wife? Hell no. I love my baby. Hey, baby, some random said I should stop being a simp. What do you think? Let's see what this guy looks like. YM. Let's go to your channel. See what our Sigma male looks like. Oh, it's a woman. What is it, a tranny? Ah, it's probably a bot. Welcome, robot. That's a robot, Christina. No, you don't. Nobody. You don't have to ban her, him, her, it, whomever, whatever your pronouns are. You don't have to ban anybody. I like the discourse. Your wife is getting her cheeks clapped when you were not around, my guy. Steve, well, yeah, Steve. What I said though is if Sancho's coming around when I'm not home, I want him to at least mow the lawn and maybe wash the truck. You know, get some chores done. We also need a cabana pool boy. Marie. Thank you. I'm just going around showing smaller creators love, kindness, and respect. How altruistic of you. Let's see here. Go to your channel. Marie. 202 subscribers. What are you about, Marie? What's your content about? Why should I subscribe to you? Tell me about yourself. But I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I don't know, it sounds a little like I like to just show the plebs the love. I spread the bread when they're the hungered masses. I like to grace them with my presence. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Messa. Your wife's going to have an anchor baby. I hope we're past that. She's 46 and I'm 50. Christina, you're also a handsome man. Oh, you guys are ruthless. You're brutal. Hey, how did the day go today? Not bad. You don't have to be up in your man's business. We've been married 13 years. She's really not in my business. There's nothing that I have to ask her permission for. She just expects honesty. I don't think that's unreasonable. But you know what's cool, I am? If you're in like a good long-term relationship with a partner you can communicate with, you get back, they reciprocate. So you get the same treatment back from them. So it's not one way, you know what I mean? Ha! She said suck it. Yeah. Wow. Christina does lift. She's a savage. She was my training partner. You guys saw her spot me when I was heavy benching. But No, so the yoga pants, funny story. I tried hers on, and the the way they sew women's, the seam runs down the middle, so it splits your tenders in half. So in men's, you got this little Y there. So other than that, there's no difference. And these are compression pants. I don't know if you'd want to do yoga in these. The, the compression's a little uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Awesome for squatting though. Really good for lifting. Yoga, I guess that'd be good for yoga because the compression helps with knees. So if you have joint pain, like with your hips or your knees, compression pants really, really help with that. Now, most people would wear shorts over them, but to me that seems kind of pointless. Especially when you have an ass like mine. I mean, come on. Aiden, Aidin, Aiden. My brother, always love following on your live. Thank you, I appreciate it. Uh, K. Alfred, I have a runner's knee. Been rested for 3 days, but tomorrow's back to the grind. Any recommendations? What kind of shoes are you wearing? And what surfaces do you run on? Not enough room for his junk. Yeah, that's right. Uh, Buddy's taint blew out. Yeah, it's just uncomfortable. It's weird because then they sit on one side or the other, and I'm like, you can't wear these. Uh, Effie, hey, I'm on school bus M. I'm on the school bus M. Roadblocks this day. Christina, don't lie to us. Oh, she's not saying I have big junk. She's saying that if I wear her pants, the split in the middle, it's still got to sit on one side or the other. Uh, let's see. What are the F for all these comments? Yeah, right? I know. Yeah. So do you Brazil, Rio. So do Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. I want to go there so badly. Effie, you're leaving. You have school. Where in the world are you, Effie, before you leave? Where are you from? On that note, I'm gonna do another warm-up set. You know what's funny? EKM. Nobody asked me about lifting. You have any advice to give a 30-year-old yourself? Let me think about that. What would I? Yes. Well, see. Don't ever touch cigarettes. Uh, Resistance train. Stay in shape because I wasn't working out at 30. I'd let myself go a little bit. It wasn't until I turned 35 that I started losing weight. Strippers don't actually love you. Let's see, what else would I tell my 30-year-old self? I would say delay gratification. Don't waste your money on things that don't really matter. Like, buying a new sports car that nobody really cares about. It would be better to get a shitty car that you can get around in and save that money. 30-year-old self, credit score is important. You definitely want to work on your credit. For me, it was like the mistakes I made in my 30s were all around hedonism, living for the moment, not giving a shit about tomorrow, drinking, doing drugs, not saving money. I had good jobs. I made a lot of money, so I was working and making really, really good money, well over six figures. But I wasn't saving any of it, and I also became unreliable as my addictions got worse. So it wasn't until I got sober that things started to really turn around for me. But you know what though? You also have to live a little. There's a lot of experience I had when I was younger that even though my life didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, I wouldn't have changed a thing because I wouldn't be where I am now with the family I have now, and I wouldn't have gotten to experience all that stuff. And I think it's, I don't know. There's really nothing I would want to change, but they're like definitely the financial thing. I wish I'd have taken a little more seriously. Find a passion and try to master it. It doesn't have to be weightlifting. It could be painting. It could be writing. Musicians. Really learning the discipline to hone a skill paid off big time for me. Hope that answers your question. Babbling Brook, 444 sober today, 21 years off drugs. I got sober in 2013. 7-Eleven cheeseburger bites are delicious. Probably not the greatest for you. Even better, Bob. Middle East, what's up? Yeah, to all you trolls, if you want to keep harassing me, do me a favor. 2 rules. Subscribe and try to think of something funny. Spoke very well. I relate a lot. Yeah, it's hard to say like become a power lifter, get as strong as you possibly can. I think that every man owes it to himself to become as strong as he possibly can. Does he have to be an elite level power lifter? No. Do you need to become a bodybuilder? No. But nothing has helped my quality of life more than being fit. But that's just one tiny piece of the puzzle. How do you become an elite lifter? Let's see. Hey, man, I recognize your face. It's Connor from the Marines. Hold on. Time out, baby. Let me check this guy out here. I need glasses, so I am going to your channel. Oh, man. What's your last name, Connor? I do not recall. Obviously, that's not your picture. First of all, Semper Fi. But anyway, how do you become an elite level power lifter? Well, it helps to have a resentment towards an ex-boyfriend of yours, and you telling me that he's stronger than me. And then I looked at you and said, I'm going to make it so you will never be able to utter that phrase again with a straight face, if you remember 13 years ago. And you didn't think I was serious, but... And at the same time, yeah, it helps to hate yourself and have like a severe, not ego issues, but you gotta hate yourself a little bit. Then, of course, you gotta actually have the genetics for it to be elite. But I think the biggest thing that's helped me be successful is consistency. I never miss training, and I always tried to train harder than last time, to quote Greg Doucette. Nice steroids, bro. Oh, that's clever, Max. uh, let's see. Have you seen that video of the truck ramp #2 the other day? I forgot to ask you, how's Christina doing after that accident? She's getting surgery on the 30th. YM, I'll take you into deep waters. YM, Middle East Beast. You two are really gonna like each other. That's crazy. A friend from the past shows up. I need Connor's gotta give me his last name. If I is who I think he is. K. Alfred, I answered your question. I'm a slow typer. I didn't see the question. Any tips on growing a dope ass beard? I am the last guy you want to ask about facial hair. I just stopped shaving it. And get a beard trimmer. Pound Sand Buddy. Aw. Dude, according to Middle East Beast, he gave me his resume. He's the strongest and most handsome man on the internet. You're missing out. Why do some powerlifters stay in bulking but are the same size as? Well, powerlifting does have a percentage of them that have severe eating disorders, and they use powerlifting as a way to cope with that instead of addressing it. And I don't think that it's appropriate or healthy to just get as fat as possible so you can lift weight. But teach their own. Uh, let's see. Nope, I did not believe you, but I was meeting all the darn training. Christina. Well, no, in all seriousness, it helps. I fell in with the right people. If you remember, we met Bonnie and Alan, who are multiple world champion powerlifters, and Alan at the time was the vice president of the USPA, and they were training out of that Express Fitness in Henderson, and it was Steve and I. And long story short, he said that what we were doing, chucking weights around like ego lifters, was going to get us hurt, and that we could start training with him. And then he said that if we're going to train with him, we had to compete. That was a condition of his training. And I didn't know anything about powerlifting at the time. He bought me a singlet, he bought me wrist wraps, and he entered me into a local competition. And my first competition, I won first place for my weight class and my age. I was a master's lifter. I was 40 years old. And it was really cool. I was not strong at all. It was a local meet. There wasn't that many guys my age there, so I didn't have to lift that much to do well. I think I had maybe a 1,300-pound total, as totally natural. Um, but I got hooked on it. I just got hooked. I fell in love with the people and the environment, the camaraderie. Nobody cared what you lift. They were all just about they were just happy to see you. They didn't give a shit what your numbers were. And then we started training at Iron Addicts, the place owned by C.T. Fletcher, and they had guys like Stan Efferding there and Matt Spoto, who held the world bench press record at the time. And that's where I started really learning like how to program. And it was what was his name? The guy. I can't remember his name. Not Vince. But we had a good group of dudes there, and that was when I started doing the Wendler 531, and I worked up to like a 1,500-pound total, still natural. And that was, I got the, USPA national records tested at the age of 44, and then I was just, I don't know, uh, training was just always consistent. I don't know what I did differently than anybody else, but I'm a little bit of an obsessive animal. Like I train every day almost. Hans, what's up? Julian, good to hear. Hope she hears. I hate shaving. My brother ate all the hot Cheetos. That sucks. Favorite chest workout? Taylor. Kill anxiety. Do you smoke weed? My favorite chest workout would be weighted dips. Edward, USAPL. No, I'm not natural. Hard work. Yes. Tons of hard work. Plus, the USAPL, they're a little sanctimonious. You go to one of their meets and they're a little bit like the Olympics. It's like, quiet, please. Shh. And then you go to a USPA meet, everybody's screaming and there's metal playing, everyone's slapping each other with chalk and ah! It's like more of a party up in my federation. You know what I mean? Not as many viewers than normal. Okay. It's all good. I figured it had to peter out at some point. Probably like this old fucker in his garage. Who's this asshole? I don't know why my channel was as popular as it was there for a minute. You cooked a story with that question. Yeah. Yeah. YM done. He gets his blood work done often. And I am also on HRT. Yeah, it's called modern medicine there, YM. You should try it. Matter of fact, they'll give you my clinic, HR or Helix HRT. You could go online and you could sign up to get assessed by a healthcare professional. They'll do your blood work and they'll tell you how to get your stuff straightened out. Modern medicine, maybe. It's like I'm a 50-year-old man. You think I'm going to apologize for not being natural? The algo giveth and the algo taketh away. Yeah. You know what though? So if you looked at any kind of my views, it's like a it totals by the length of the video. So at any one time, I only had a couple hundred viewers. Yeah, there's 55 people is way more than I thought anybody would pay attention to me for. Sebastian Love, what's up? Edward M. I'm an intermediate lifter, age 28. Should I keep doing tested meets like the USAPL and USPA? Too young to switch over. Dude, I would stay naturals for as long as you possibly can. I waited till I was almost 46 years old. You know what I mean? And I started suffering a pretty severe decline. Does your back bother you like it used to? Yeah. Dude, my back's always going to be screwed up. But it's not lifting related. So even if I didn't work out, it wouldn't get any better not training, if that makes sense. Any absent Jarl? I bought a bench press and got a killer deal. What'd you get? Ashud, hey, Ash here. I tried the grip exercise you shared. Feels great. Awesome. Get the likes up. That guy. Thank you. Edward M. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know if I answered your question or not. Jarl, how much was it? What is it? Jesse Wasan, you served. Yeah, yes, I did. Marine Corps. That guy's 6. What were some signs of having low tests? No, okay, so I didn't think I had low T. It was actually a guy I was working out with that suggested I get tested. I was depressed. I wasn't motivated to train. I was losing interest in my wife sexually. There was never a moment where I didn't think she was attractive, but I just wasn't, I was like, eh. All I wanted to do was sit in the garage and watch YouTube videos and paint Warhammer figurines. And everything felt off. And my buddy goes, you're that age, man. Why don't you get your blood work done? And I did, and I was low T. And they said that's normal for a guy my age. Even though I trained and I'm strong, I had still had a 1,500-pound total. You know, and then I went on test, and I'm telling you right now, 2 weeks later, I felt like a 20-year-old. I was like, why did I wait this long? I was a sanctimonious natural. I was that guy at the age 43 going, oh, you fucking drug addicts, I don't need any of that stuff. I'm all natty. I'm that guy. I had to eat my words, man, because I was like, wow, I just blew me away. Modern medicine, who knew? Uh, Horseshoe squats, one of my favorite exercises. Depression, no motivation, no drive, no urge to lift. Better yourself. Yeah, and it's not uncommon for guys at the age of 40 and older. I know a lot of lifters my age that don't take anything. They're perfectly fine and they're strong and they have good numbers. Genetics plays a lot, and we're all different. We're all different. You can't judge people and you can't put them in a box and categorize them. Um, just you got to do what's best for you. That's why I don't promote the use of PEDs or steroids because I think for most people they're not worth it. They're too dangerous. There's too much downside, especially if you're not using a doctor. Can decline and even sit straight up. Hell yeah. I got a Gold's Gym premium bench. Oh, nice. That's a really good bench. Absent dopers. $300. Thoughts on belt squats? I love the belt squat. Love it. But I found it helps more with the deadlift than the squat. Flack Imbo, how to deal with the anger. I'm 17, natty. I've been working out for 2 years, and I've noticed I've just been getting really angry and frustrated at anything. Well, talk to me more about that. Like, is it from working out, do you get angry? You said you're natural, right? Like maybe there, it's possible there's a hormone imbalance there, but is there maybe some life circumstances that we need to confront? Like what do you think the root of the anger is? And if that's a personal question you don't want to talk about on YouTube, that's completely understandable. But I would want to explore why it is you think, with the unaddressed reason you feel like because the anger is a secondary emotion. Primary emotion would be fear of loss, fear of whatever, and then anger, jealousy, resentment, hatred, violence. Those are all secondary. That's because of this happened and I'm angry. You know what I mean? So like, we want to get under the anger. Like, what's causing the anger? Bobby, sorry, but the forever method is so ridiculous. Here's what I'll say to you, Middle East. Bobby put 300 pounds on my total at the age of 48 years old. And talking to the guys I train with, that is literally unheard of, no matter what kind of steroids you're on. Guys that at that age do not put 300 pounds on their total, especially when they're already at the high level of their ability. So I will say this. The Forever Method has flaws and limitations, but it works great if you apply it right. Do, 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 do. And it is kind of ridiculous, actually, if you think about it. The sequence, that is it's such a pain in the ass. But it works, man. Book recommendations. Yes. Gulag Archipelago by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Must read. The guy looks like he trained Ronnie Coleman. The guy that trained Ronnie Coleman didn't look like he trained. C. Robbins, do you believe in a 12-step program for recovery? Yes, absolutely. I'm a member of Alcoholics Anonymous. Matt, why do you have Hans isn't blocked, is he? He better not be. What is crazy is I could have incorporated high volume much sooner. Yeah. Dude, the high intensity changed my entire, it saved me. I was doing way too much volume. It does have its limitations, though. What we found out later, like as I started to plateau using the forever methodology, that there was actually room for higher volume blocks. So the program evolved. It's like he was almost using me as a guinea pig for some of the stuff, and then we tried it on a few other lifters, and everybody that's worked the program as we prescribed it has done really well. But you got to do it the way it's told to do. Shout out from West Texas, Diesel. Hey, thoughts on Kobe fight? Meh. No, not really. I'm still. Oh, somebody deleted their own comment. Bobby watches sites. I mean, what do they say? Something like 75% of men go online and watch that crap. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be surprised if you didn't. To be honest with you, I don't know if I'm looking at that symbol correctly. Time for me to sleep. A body beatdown. Thanks for sticking around, brother. I appreciate it. Best tip for strength gains. Find a program and stick with it. And it's got to have progressive overload. I don't know. It's so. I mean, it's so easy to say, yeah, you got to lift more, but essentially that's it. In order to get stronger, something has to progress, either reps or weight, and usually both in tandem. I guess what I would want to know is where you stuck with your current strength gains, and then we would make adjustments based off that context, if that makes sense. All right, let's step up the pace here. All right. Henry, thank you. Henry's WRX. You got the STI? I love that car. C. Robbins. So, whoa, I lost a comment. What's the max reps you'd say is enough? No, so in my program in a nutshell is one working set to failure. I'm porn free. Yeah, I am too, Hans. But I wasn't as a youth. In a nutshell, you got your 5 compound lifts: squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, barbell rows. We'll throw in weighted pull-ups and dips. 3 warm-up sets, 3 working sets, 1 working set to failure. That's your program. Progressively overload, so every month add 5 pounds. That's really, really basic. We do the undulating periodization where you mix the rep ranges up. So based on your 1 rep max, 1 week will be 50%, next week 75%, third week's 90%. And so your 1 set to failure is based on your percentage of your 1 rep max. That way you're rotating the volume, if you will, because you're going to do way more reps at 50% on 1 rep max than you would at 90%. Does that make sense? So your set to failure on your 90% day might look like 3 reps, and on your 50% day it might look like 20. Middle East Beast, you've been up for 24 hours straight. Lay off the yayo. Dylan, always looking for new tricks for bench. Crap, where did the comment go? Son of a bitch. Always looking for new tricks for bench and deadlift. Bench press is easy. Without knowing a thing about you guys, there's 2 things you can do to make your programs infinitely better. Tempo, which is slowing down 1, 2, 3. Firing off the chest, 1, 2, 3. Explosive. So the lift is explosive. Faster. Deadlifts faster off the floor. Slow to the ground, fast off the floor. Slow to the ground, fast off the floor. The second thing is range of motion. Stretching the pecs out. That's where you're going to get your growth from, is the stretch. Deadlifts, at a deficit. Squats. How do you increase the range of motion for a squat? Well, you do it. You can't go farther than the floor, but you get the idea. Pause squats, dynamic box squats, band squats, Christina Hanseman, I am not. What was the question? Oh, Middle East Beast. I'm porn free. I am not. When you have a good woman, that's all you need. Look up the studies. Married man and made it in the shade despite what Hollywood programming wants you to believe. 100% agree with you, Hans. C. Robbins, I'm lucky I've lived long enough to respect myself. It's allowed me the ability to respect everyone else. Amen to that. Yeah, I mean, you can't transmit something you don't have at the end of the day. If you have a quality, if you don't possess a quality, how are you going to teach it to others that are Wes Watson? Come on. The people that know, and the people that don't know, they see these fake internet gurus and they cling to them because they project money, they project authority, but at the end of the day, it's all an illusion. Where it's like the guy that has a stable job and supports a family and maybe it doesn't live a flashy life, like that guy's just a schmuck. I don't know. Society kind of screws a lot of people over. Middle East Beast, I think you're driving people away. That wouldn't surprise me. Uh, yeah. Yeah, if he's getting out of line, settle him down, please. And that's why I haven't made you moderator again, dude. I mean, so for 3 days in a row, we had what was it? There were supposedly racist comments being thrown around. I don't know. I didn't see them. It's like you're always in the middle of a controversy, and you're on my stream completely disrespecting my channel, and you want me to what? I wish you had a channel so I could come spam you. Do Marines have their own special forces? Yes. Well, a lot of them do go to Ranger School, but we also have the Raiders, which are SOCOM. Or no, MARSOC. Time out for spamming. Thank you. Any apps in here, I'll appreciate it. What you hidden today, Sultana? I'm not sure. B, I hate that guy. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't really don't want to block anybody. It's like I'm a big free speech advocate, and you hope you can appeal to people, and you hope your appeals to people they'll go, you know what, that guy's right. I should probably stop doing this. And then when your emotional appeals don't resonate, then you'd be stern and say, hey, please stop this. And then when that doesn't, you give him a timeout. And I'm like this close to just saying screw this guy and blocking him because I don't need him. He just says that shit for the puck of it. Yes, Julian, yeah. Are you on any testosterone, Paul? Yes. What's your opinion of mushroom supplements? I actually take some for my stomach. They work pretty good, too. Now, I'm assuming you're talking about those types of mushrooms. Not the kind that make you see things. Mike O'Hearn. Mike O'Hearn's laughing all the way to the bank, boys. Harshal. I'm doing all right, brother. Salute to you, soldier, Patrick. Uh, oh, no, Praddock. I'm sorry. Praddock Dutta. Thank you. I'm going to be pedantic and correct you, though, because Marines aren't soldiers. But for the sentiment that you're expressing, I really appreciate it. This is one of those things where we hate being called soldiers. We're not in the army. Which ones do you take? I have really bad stomach issues. Give me a second. I'll go grab them. It starts with an M. I'll grab the bottle. I'll show you guys. Well, I don't know what I did with them. My wife's looking for that supplement. I don't know where the bottle went, but she's gonna bring it out so you guys can see it. Uh, uh, we're talking about Michael O'Hearn. Let's see, microdosing at the gym lately. Yeah, that's different kind of mushrooms. Who did you vote for? I hope that's obvious. Let's see. Yeah, no, Praddock, I didn't know Marines aren't soldiers. Yeah, and I took no offense to it. It's just one of those. We hate being called soldiers. And you wouldn't know that. So, I mean, I'm not that kind of guy, but I don't know, I just feel like. Let's see, less than an ounce maybe.
So this is the one you're taking, but this one also is mushroom.
Yeah.
It does have mushroom in it. So
Oh.
I take the total restore, and that is definitely helping my NSAID related injuries.
Well, so the total restore also has L-glutamine in it,
Yes.
which is that's a big one for repairing the stomach lining.
And it is.
But you get total restore.
That has helped my lining and my digestive system.
And then Myco Ultra, which is oh man, it's got a mushroom matrix dietary supplement. It's got reishi mushrooms, maitake. Oh god, I couldn't even read these. I need glasses. It's got a bunch of mushrooms in it. I'm a supplement expert.
Where's my glasses?
But no, if you guys have gut lining issues, everybody should be taking about 5 grams of L-glutamine a day. Mark. Beck, Merry Christmas. Hell yeah, thank you. EKM, there's a friend you'll see here. Matt C, theirs. Kayette, good one. What'd you have for dinner? Nothing, I'm fasting. So I'm training fasted right now. What's the trend? Gay comments. Peptides, freshly wild. Only if I'm injured. So I'll take BPC 157 and TB 500 if I have an injury. Pepe, let's see what his comment was. Viagra or Cialis? Both. Cordyceps is the good mushroom. I'll have to check to see if that's in there. I know it was that was turned on to me by a sports nutritionist, so I didn't just pick that off the shelf. It was because of the gut issues that I've been experiencing, and that's one of the things that's been helping me with that. The severe bloating that I get. Just an internet thing like Diddy, yeah, pretty much. UK was staying 3 acorn balls. Yeah, I'm in Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada, and you are in Iowa. Just wondering. No, not at all. I drove through Iowa a few months ago. Psilocybin, that's the real stuff. Those are the mushrooms that make you grow bigger when you're hitting the bricks for coins and lion's mane. Yes, lion's mane and that reishi is the first ingredient that was on that bottle. Uh, where do you get psilocybin from? The guy on the job site. Ask him. uh, I just googled it. It's your special ability to operate in both sea. Oh yes, yeah. Um, well, and Marines have a warrior culture. This is for Praddock. Uh, we're the smallest branch of the service, and for regular forces, we're not talking Navy SEALs or Delta or Rangers, but for regular forces, we have the longest boot camp, we're the most trained. When they deploy, when they go on Marine expeditionary units, they do special ops training. So a lot of the guys get a lot of the training that. Plus, Marines go to Ranger School, they go to Airborne, they do all that stuff, and we tend to be like a really tight knit brotherhood. The other thing that distinguishes the Marine Corps from the rest of the forces is that every single Marine goes through some form of infantry training, whether you're administration or a pilot. It'd be nice to have if Air Force pilots spend some time on the ground with the troops, so when you have to do close air support, you know what you're shooting at. Marine pilots they get the call for fire, so they understand danger close. Um, We're just and we have the shittiest gear. We get the hand-me-downs and the garbage from everybody else, so we make the most out of the least. You gotta have a friend with a trailer or a shack dedicated to stuff. Yeah, there's a guy on the job site. He can get you whatever you need. Mushrooms, turkey, lion's mane. Charlie is a warrior. Deal with it. Hell yeah, I am. Kid Goodwin, like that. There's some medicinal properties. I'm tired of jumping through hoops for antidepressants that actually work. That's the thing. I like people that smoke weed or microdose. There's a lot. There's science behind it. As a matter of fact, the VA, the Veterans Administration, is looking at microdosing for PTSD treatment. So there's actually doctors that are. There's a lot of. They're doing studies that support the medicinal use of mushrooms and other hallucinogenics. Doing 4 grams, yeah. Doing 4 grams of psilocybin will change your intentions and life goals completely. Yeah, dude's a true patriot, big jet. I am. I love America. I'm not a big fan of the government, although I'm hopeful with the new administration coming in. But as far as the country, love it. Were you mistreated as a child? You could. Yeah, I had the best childhood. I try not to go there. Roids. Yeah. Jack Matt, what's up, man? Any abs in here, I'll read the pinned comment. Absolutely, Kat. On the lifting tip, creatine, 12 grams a day. Great for the brain. Really? 12 grams? I did not know that. I take like 5. Do you know Mike Hawk? Jay. Mike Hawk. You're like the second person to ask me that. Is that a joke name? Mike Hawk. Oh, yeah. I don't know personally. I know who he is. What about him? Natural protective effects and antidepressant. Do you like boiled eggs? Yes, I have chickens. We have 21 chickens, and I eat about 6 to 8 eggs a day. And lots of cheese. Eggs and cheese. Smells like mattered deity in there. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I've had great spiritual experiences. You gotta take creatine for the brain to be able to deal with the retarded ass comments. It's what we do, baby. It's supposed to be my cock when you read it. My cock. Right over the head. Well, the guy on the internet is an internet personality, so. Oh, my cock is bigger than your cock. Your hawk. I get it. I'm not always the quickest on the uptake. Let's see what the deleted message is here. You smelled like you just seemed like you liked my cock. Gotta. All right, here. And on that note, that's usually when the conversation takes a dive. That's when it's time to do a set. Oh, I don't even have the weights on the camera. I need to do that. What am I doing, people? What am I even doing? Riders on your mob. Do, 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 do. What, did somebody step on a duck? That's the shit that infects and sprains and makes them into zombies. Ooh. Finally, some lifting. Ha. Yeah, what is your max deadlift EKM? Harry. 675. Deady. It's right around where I'm at. Well, maybe I did 720 on the trap bar a couple weeks ago. Farted. Hell yeah. Let's see here. Lots of deleting of silly random comments. Y'all, bro, it's a joke. I guess I'm not seeing. So, when I'm looking at my laptop, the chat, I'm not seeing deleted comments. I don't know what you guys are looking at. Let me see here. Spam comments. Definitely want those gone. He did put he put our Middle East friend on the timeout, which I'll be honest with you, I'm not missing him a whole lot. Blow out a disc for us, will you? I'm working on it. Hello from Turkey, big boy. Rabin. Julian. That's exactly what I used to think. I was just bad. You did. A good way to protect yourself from blowing a disc out is just make sure your core is tight. I know you were joking, but I thought I'd throw that out there. Trump or Kamala? Well, first, it's irrelevant. The second, I'm not even going to dignify an answer. Sign the contract, big boy. Let's see. I don't go for maxes. Last time I checked, I got 315. What's your best set of 5? FR sign. And then, yeah. You watch Knees Over Toes. Yeah, I love that guy. That guy's awesome. Knees Over Toes. Do everything that guy tells you to do. Just do it. You'll have bomb-proof knee. I mean, I can't. That guy's training is awesome. I've incorporated a lot of his stuff into my training. Matt C. Cue up the Knees Over Toes rant. Oh, well, I mean, I would always like to hear it. I don't think anybody has it 100%. There's always, every single training I've watched online, including my own, has something wrong. There's no, that's why you don't want to get ideologically possessed by training. You don't want to get so married to your training protocol that your way is the only way to do it. You always have to have an open mind, and you have to come at it with the understanding that you don't know everything, and there's something can be improved. But from what I've incorporated from Knees Over Toes guy, it's helped me immensely. Revan, I'm from Turkey. Hell yeah. Only Kamala supporter wouldn't answer that. No, I'm not going to dignify a stupid. My dad said there's no such thing as stupid questions, just stupid people. And I'm feeling like that's you, my friend. Like I got an American. Yeah. What's the name of my channel? World's Strongest Marine. Well, that means I'm a Marine veteran with an American flag in the background. I don't know. Now, does that make me a Trump supporter? Yeah, honestly. I mean, it was either him or yeah, actually, I like Don. Don's a funny guy. He amuses me. I do like Don. But I wouldn't call myself a Republican. I'm more of an independent. I would lean more towards libertarian when it comes to politics. Now, Kamala's a communist, and I'm vehemently anti-collectivist. I don't know if you know what the word vehement means. Best out of five. Yeah, what's your best set of five? Like, what's the heaviest set of five you can do? Because a lot of people don't max out. So they don't go to their one rep max, but you can estimate what your one rep max would be with a set of five or three. Uh, how about your back? You do back extensions? No, but you should. I don't really have the equipment to do back extensions, but I approximate them with some other exercises I do. I've got an inversion table and I do a lot of Jefferson curls. Um, but there, yeah, I have a Roman chair, but it can't support the weight I would need to be able to put on on it to get real good use out of it. Uh, Crooked D, there's definitely stupid questions. I must admit, Dad, there's no such thing as stupid questions, just stupid people. Good to know, Dad. He used to say, never sow your pearls before swine, which is what I'm saying to you when I won't answer a question. I'm not going to sow my pearls to swine. That's pig, in case you're wondering. I'm calling you pig. See? Uh, I don't do sets of five or three. So what's your best set of eight, asshole? No, I'm joking. Just don't get angry with me. We're kidding around here. King Sigma. Is that a protein? No, this is black coffee. Uh, well, when was the last time a Democrat did something good in this country? I'm going to give you an honest answer. I'm thinking. We're going back to Theodore, or no, FDR. FDR did some good. He did some bad too. But you said any good, so I mean, some good qualifies as good. Um, yeah, FDR. That's the only thing I can come up with. EKM. Do you do lunges? Whoa, a lot of comments are. Let's see. Whoa. My comments, where'd they go? Liberal conservatism. Well, classic liberal, Bob. You know, like liberal used to, like classic liberal would be like libertarian, or what a common conservative is today. Like anybody right of center would be considered a classic liberal. You are so huge that a sleeper build doesn't suit you anymore. Uh, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but thank you. Let's see, EKM, you're way undercutting your deadlifts if you're doing 15 reps. I would agree with that, especially if you're trying to get stronger. But you're something to consider, EKM. You're what, 16 years old? Stephen Sullivan, how many years did you serve? Total of 8 years, 6 months, with some of that being reserve time. Kennedy. Oh yeah, Kennedy. Okay, Kennedy. Yeah, Kennedy did good. Yes. The New Deal. The New Deal had some issues. You know, there was a lot of communism in that, but you could also argue that he put the nation to work with the national works projects. They had the infrastructure, which was the government owning the means of production, but they ran it like private businesses. So it was actually you can almost say a lot like fascism if you want to really get into the nitty gritty of it, because that's what Hitler did. You know, the state owned the means of productions, but it was private companies that performed the work. It's complicated, but yeah, you can say FDR. He put the nation back to work, and he saved the country from the Great Depression and World War II and all that stuff. And we went from destitute to the greatest economy that ever existed. I think those were the best years for our country overall. It was like the America's golden years was there and right after. And I don't know, Don's got a lot of work to do, but hopefully he moves us back in that direction. Oh, the days before there was income tax. The idea that I owe you money because I went to work this morning, it just blows my mind away. There should not be an income tax. But now we're getting into some. Taxation is theft. Good evening. I'm from Brazil. Ryan, what's up? Uh, Stephen Sullivan, I appreciate it. Thank you. I was a Marine Artillery active duty years. I was 0844 Field Artillery Fire Direction Controlman, Romeo Battery, 5th Battalion, 11th Marines. We deployed with the 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit. Uh, Big guns. Fashionism. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you want to get technical, still got leftover turkey. I do. No. Yes. Yeah. We're making soup with it. Isn't your gear usually on the other side, dude? I don't know what the hell. So remember the whole flag backwards thing, where the stars as you look at it should be on the left hand side, and I had to look that up because I forgot myself. But then so I corrected the flag, and now it's back again because YouTube flipped it so that as I'm looking at the camera and it's filming me, now that's what you see. But before, when I would upload the video to YouTube, it would correct it and flip it back the right way. Well, now YouTube's not doing that. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's a setting in there where I have to reverse the screen. I'm looking at the settings. I don't know. But it's pissing me off. Lift the weights. I'm talking, motherfucker. Do deadlifts. There's a mirror option. Is there? I didn't see it though. But I mean, I'll have to look at that when after I'm done streaming. I'll take a look at that, Bob. Just got offered skinny with that Z. Just got offered an N-word pass for some of my white privilege. What should I do? You can go nuts with that. Just keep it off my off of my chat. Um, yeah, I don't want to see it. Everything else we could joke about, but I told my moderators to remove anything that's racist or spammers. Julian Burney, what kind of question is that? Like I said, there's no such thing as a stupid question, just stupid people. Yeah, pretty logical one. No such thing as a stupid question, just stupid people. What are you? You're soft. Yeah, I would agree with that. I am a softie. Big time. Yeah, man. I like to cuddle with my dog at night. I like to spoon my baby. I play with my kids. I got chickens. Uh, yeah, I'm a softie. But you ever come to Vegas, we can meet up at the boxing gym, see who's soft. Uh, let's see. If Mr. Republican was a comic book character, I like that. Just saw a dude on live that looked like you. I feel bad for you, man. You're trapped by us. All right, but he was bald. I do have my hair. So, hey, let's all talk about this for a second. So, skinny with the Z. So, like, here's the deal. Like, for better or worse, you can say whatever you want about me. Like, you can see my face. My stuff's public. You can even go look at my boxing training, and you could say this guy's not really that good. It's pretty hard, but his footwork's awful. Whatever. You could dissect my lifting. You could dissect my form. You could dissect the words that I say, and I have to stand by anything I say, whether it's stupid or funny or whatever. You're a bubble with an S on it, and nobody knows who you are. So as far as we're really concerned, all kidding aside, nothing you say matters. You're irrelevant. I mean, if we're being honest with each other. Come look me up, brother. Corey Monday. So a grasshopper walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "We have a drink named after you." And the grasshopper said, "You have a drink named Steve?" Bro got meth mouth. I don't know. I think for 50, my smile's pretty good. I never got braces as a kid, though. Nice hairstyle and beard style. Thanks. Wow, somebody said something nice. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Skinny with the Z. Y'all too damn sensitive. But you still remain irrelevant. So there. What I'd like you to do, Skinny, is try to come up with something humorous. If you're going to make fun of me, say something clever, and then we'll take you seriously. You know, you say something clever, and then we joke about it, and we have a good time. You're just some dumbass making crap comments. Like, come on, do better. Do better. I'm challenging you. Show us your fight stance, champ. Well, I mean, get your foot up, put your hands up. Come off the center line. Make sure you turn. Gotta get the hip turned. You know, the head. I'm sure someone will be like, "Oh, some USC fight commentator." We'll break that down. No, I'm gonna hit the bag here in a minute. Once I get done with my squats, I'll turn the camera. I'll put the gloves on, and we'll do a few minutes of heavy bag cardio. So that means you got to stick around. Let's see. Oh shit, he a grabber. Yeah, right? Rip. You need to do better. Yeah, if you're gonna talk shit, like come up with something clever at least. We can't take you seriously. You suck. Taco lover, do better insults. Like call him a twat waffle with neglected rear delts and arthritis preventing him from reaching his squat goals. See, that just hurts. That's just mean. What would be my squat goals? Let me think about this for a second. I would like to have the number one squat in the world for my weight class, which is 220 pounds, 50 years old. I would like to have the number one squat in the world. I checked the records this morning, and according to the records, I have the number one squat in the world. Yeah, I was a jarhead. Hope you have a great evening. Thanks, Graham. I appreciate it. Time slows down for no one. Yes, it does. But that doesn't mean you have to go hide in a hole and die quietly. You know what I mean? Put some effort in. You can still do the things you love. You don't have to just fall apart and die, you know? You'll have a much better quality of life. Much better. Most guys my age can't even bend over and touch their toes. You know what I mean? Like, just doing that is out of reach for a lot of guys my age. And that's super unfortunate. Ooh. put a nasal strip on. Kilo, Superfly. Dare. Oh, wait, where did the comment go? Taco lover. Yeah. Stuck on them ones. Get it, Grandpa? Do you work stretching and mobility? Yeah, actually, that's 80% of my work. You can go on my channel and check my streams out. I have a playlist dedicated to physical therapy. As a taco lover, I squat 315. It's not a huge number. That's all the weight I have. That's still a good amount of weight, though. You can do a lot with 315. You need some hot tea. How much was that? That was 405. Tighten bolts. Old Bessie there's been in my garage for a minute. Yeah, baby. Christina, my wife's in the chat. Hell yeah. God damn. I love that woman. You need a steam room. God, I'm not arguing with you. You gonna pay for it? 475 or 495, right? 475. PR is 240 kilograms. Nice. D-Pack. Dre, you natural. Well, no. But if I was natural, I'd still take supplements. There's supplements and there's supplements. Do you know what I mean? And I take both of them. Do you have tendinitis? Yeah, pretty much everywhere. You're flagged backwards or the way it's streaming. It's the way it's streaming. And you know what? YouTube had it right, and then for some reason they, I don't know if they updated their thing, and it's now the camera's flipped again, and I'm just done with it. The whole flag thing. I had a big argument like a week ago about the direction of the flag, so I corrected it, and then YouTube flipped the screen on me. What do you do for work? Lee. Commercial construction. I am the area manager for Southwest Steel. We do all the projects in Vegas. I have oversight over all of them. Let's see. Hell yeah, the best answer ever. Taco lover. He doesn't eat hot tea. He needs tacos. And I'm talking about both. You're saying not food, but I'm saying both. Do you stream on your phone? My phone. I got a Galaxy S22, and it's got a really badass camera. I bought it for that reason. I only have 39 likes. Well, all the trolling I've been putting up with, you motherfuckers can't even hit the little like button. You guys suck. I'm literally your monkey boy. Cling, 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 cling. You can't even hit the like button for me. You make fun of me and talk all that shit. The least you can do is hook a brother up. How hard is that? Come on. Let's see. Millennial Power Sailor Strong. Honestly, natural. I was a 1,500 pound lifter. When we started training, I was natty. Bob, remember? And I had like a mid 1,500 pound total. And I had the national records. I had the USPA national records as a natural lifter. So people are like, oh, if you stop taking steroids, you're just going to lose it all. No, I'll go back to that. I was a badass then. I'm a badder ass now. Badder ass? Honestly, I don't really believe that. I think I'm an average lifter. I just happen to be old. There's not that many old people still competing. JTV, you're in good shape. How old are you? 50. 50. Yeah, hit that like button. I kind of figured, like with the, I get batches of trolls that come in, and they hammer me pretty hard. And all I've ever asked them to do is, if you're gonna come in and talk shit, you should at least hit the like button. I mean, come on. Oh, let's see. We got some deleted message. What happened? I hit that bar behind you. I'm gonna. Oh, he's spamming. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks. Looking out. I just did a set. I gotta give me a few minutes. What's the perks of that when you're young? Well, Dre, I don't. I think every man owes it to himself to be as strong as he can. It's really improved the quality of my life in every conceivable metric. From the way people treat me professionally, I'm going to tell you right now, I did the same job, same title, working with the same people, and when I was out of shape, people ignored me. They didn't like listen to what I said. And when I was in shape, all of a sudden I'm an expert and everybody wants to hear what I have to say. Now you tell me, what was the difference? Nothing. I just look better. I look a little more intimidating, have a presence and a confidence in the room. Whereas before I was a little bit shy, I was in the corner, I had low self-esteem, wasn't feeling very good about myself. So just having a good physique carries over. Now, do you have to be an elite level power lifter? No, but you should at least be strong. You should. I think every man owes it to himself to explore his strength, if that makes sense, because it carries over into everything. You got three things: you got your physical, spiritual, mental, and if any one of those is out of whack, your life's not going to be in sync. Something's going to be missing. There's going to be negative consequences from that. If all three of those things are in sync, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And one of them takes care of the other two. Now, you can lose everything you have. They could take all of your belongings. You can lose all your money. Your wife could leave you, and you're still strong. You still look good. You still have the ability to press forward and press a rear. You don't have your health. You don't have your strength. You are missing a huge piece of the puzzle if it all goes to shit. So, yes, get in the gym, get strong. Do it. Are transgenders welcome here? Hell yeah, Joey. Julian Byrne. Darius, what I missed a comment. When they hammer you pretty hard, pause on that, bro. uh, yeah, but why are you screaming at Joe? Yeah, he's got all his caps on. Hi! Every man owes it to himself to explore his strength. I genuinely believe that. Lee, 1211. Hell yeah. Toggle lever. I used to be a fatty, lost 100 pounds, and got shredded. I don't think I could ever turn heads as I walked by. My wife has to beat them off with a stick. That's quality problems. Scott Johnson. Man, when I was growing up, this guy had this weasel named Skritter. And for $5, you could watch Skritter eat a damned egg on a car roof at the local scrapyard. I used to have three ferrets. I love them. I love them guys. Yeah, YM was trans. uh, I just think it's your psychic, your physic proves you know what you're talking about. Oh, physique, I got you. You don't ask a fat guy for dieting advice. It's funny because people say, "Well, you have to be in shape to be a coach." No, I mean you can go to school and become a clinical dietitian and be 200 pounds overweight, and you could be an expert in your field and understand completely and still be a food addict. But how are you going to? Hey, everybody, block original name. Thank you. How are you going to have any credibility? How many inches are you? 69, right on the dot. 69 inches. Inspired by your great shape. Nathan 64. I appreciate it. Scott, I appreciate it. Rob Van Dam. Guys, let me use the bathroom and then I'll hit this weight. Give me 30 seconds. It's raining tacos. All right. So, we're all agreed that's the new rule. If you're going to leave a crappy comment or say something messed up to me, you have to hit the like button. Starting to get strong. 165 overhead press. Damn. Julian Burney, that is very strong. 165. You know, the thing about YouTube, it makes us like, only YouTube can make a 400-pound bench seem like a normal thing. Like, you go to any gym across the country, if you're benching 3 plates, you're probably the strongest guy in the gym. 165-pound overhead press is a lot. That's something you have to work to get to. But I don't look very big yet. A lot of that's diet. You know, you want to get big, you got to eat. I don't know how old you are. I don't know what your physique is. I don't know how long you've been training. So context matters. But generally speaking, if you want to get big, you got to eat. I don't comment racist crap here. It won't last long. Yeah, 100%. Thanks. Good looking out, guys. Much appreciative. Mark C. I had surgery on my quad. Had to have tendon fused to the hip bone and remaining muscle, and need to get strength back in that leg. Um, First thing I would do is work on your range of motion. So here's the cool thing, especially when you get tendons fused. Once they heal, they will be stronger than your original tendon connection point if you let it heal right. But the sacrifice is atrophy range of motion. So we need to get your range of motion back. So I would be doing full range of motion resistance training. And if you have to start light, do it. But that's what I would focus on first. Do you see a physical therapist? That I would invite you to hit me up on Instagram. You're somebody that I would like to work with if you need anything. Would you tell what would you tell someone new working out to start on? I would get them under the barbell. I wouldn't want you to do something like the starting strength 5x5 or like the Wendler 531. Real simple, easy to follow, linear progression programs. Um, 5 lifts, bench, or what is it? Squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, barbell rows, and then you can throw weighted pull-ups and weighted dips in there for a complete program. Seriously, just keep it simple. Focus on just those lifts. You'll have the physique of your dreams in 6 months if you follow the program right. Doobies. Yeah. Mark C. It's bad, but he got the surgery, so that's good. Now from there, it's just healing and getting stronger. My wife's going to have surgery on the 30th, so we'll be dealing with the same thing. She's going to have her hip work done. I have a single video and I've got 75 subs. Yeah, nice. It's a good start, right? Brock, how much weight on the bar? 5? No, 475. I love big women. Hell yeah. Big women. Good for you, Jim. I'm going to hit that right now. Go swimming. Lots of big women. I'm still at 16 subs. What the F? How are you promoting your channel, EKM? Do you have Facebook? Do you have Instagram? Are you providing links to your channel? Are you posting videos regularly? Because if you're posting videos regularly, you should have way more than 16. And remind me, comment on off video to remind me to shout your channel out if you're posting videos. We'll get you going. The barbell I got with my bench is wrapped in duct tape. Should I keep it like that? Hell no. Get that tape off of that bar. Trust me, when it starts to dry rot to it, you'll never get it off. EKM, just subbed to 17. Let me make sure I'm subbed to you. Let's see here. Channel activity. Go to channel. I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah. Subscribe, turn notifications on. Let's look at your shorts here. You don't have any videos. You only got shorts, dude. Get some videos on there. You should have a is it 5-1 or 10-1? You got to post a video. Was it 3 videos in 90 days? Uh, Shorts don't count. Shorts are great, but you need to post videos. They don't have to be super long, especially to start with. You could do 2 or 3 minutes. But yeah, you got to get some videos on there, brother. That's what's killing you. You got a good physique, dude. You're looking good. You're working hard. Everybody sub to EKM lifts. He's a young body. I don't want to say aspiring bodybuilder. You're a bodybuilder. Uh, but yeah, that's a guy. That's exactly what's killing you is you don't have any actual videos posted. Do, 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 do. And you're getting good. You know what? It's got 572, 62 views there, 242. People are looking at your stuff. It's been there a long time. Whoever did it was absolutely dedicated. There's no medal showing. Oh, don't know what we're talking about there. Except where the weight goes. I'm making long ass video. It takes too long. Dude, just take 4 minutes of don't even edit it, just post it. You know what I mean? For starting. If you go back on my channel and you look at my early videos, it's literally me streaming without streaming. I'm working out and talking into the camera like a dumbass. They're insufferable to watch. I can't even get through them myself. I had no idea how to edit. I didn't know anything about content creation. I just put a camera on and started filming me working out. And I was giving profound tips into the camera on like deadlift form and shit like that. Unwatchable. And then I started learning about like I use a program called Power Director. Power Director on your phone, on your laptop, on my phone. I can edit videos. I can put layers, music. I can cut them down. I can piece them together. I can do overlays where I'm talking and one pops up. You know that kind of thing. Power Director kicks ass. Are there other programs that are better? I don't know. That's the one I use. It's super easy. If a retard like me can figure it out, and you can't, I'm going to be severely disappointed in you, son. My son's 13. He's doing Warhammer videos. I told him he needs to stop swearing. He's trying to mimic another content creator. What's that guy's name? Oh, he does Major Kill. Major Kill's an Australian who does Warhammer content, and he kind of swears a lot, but his diction and cadence are fluid, and he's kind of mildly entertaining. And my son's trying to mimic him, and it sounds bad coming from a 13-year-old. It just sounds like a kid that's got a bad mouth. I said, "Just stop swearing. Write a script." So you're not doing and you know, like and if you have that, you could chop that out of your videos. Like you just start making videos, man. 2, 3 minutes. I'm telling you, within a few months, you're gonna be a pro. And you keep your old ones up there so you can go back and cringe and see how far you've come. That's why I keep all my old content on there so everybody can see like where I started and where I am now. I have the first boxing video I ever did where I bought that shitty 25-pound bag off of Amazon and I didn't know anything about footwork and it was terrible. And now I'm working with a professional trainer and you could like, am I good now? No, but I'm way better than I was when I started. You know, 28, been training for like 1.5, been eating so much, started a little cut at 216. 216 is a good weight. I'm 220. Your videos look great now. In comparison, they do. I mean, obviously, I'm still learning. I'm still learning about layering and putting cuts in. Did your DD214 come from with a lifetime prescription of Motrin? I do go to the VA for everything. Makes it really easy when you need to up your disability. Damon, you have a question. What is it, brother? Let's see, EKM. It is 9:55. I need to get going. Jared X, I put the opportunity out there, and if it's destiny for someone, it will find them. Hell yeah. It, it's been a long time, and whoever put that duct tape there was absolutely dedicated, and there's no metal showing except for where the weight goes. Oh, Lord. You're going to need to get Goof Off. Goof Off works really, really good for duct tape. Oil up. Charles, that'll cost you money. No, Power Director is free. You have to watch ads, but I would pay the money for the subscription. It's worth it. Richard, what's up? Yeah, absolutely. You'll get your subs up, EKM, but you have to mandatory start posting videos. I think what YouTube wants to see is 3 videos in 90 days. That's not a huge amount. Manuel Luna, it's Manny. Oh shoot, Manny from Rival, the boxing, the where I'm. Wow, my brain just went blank. Manny from the place where I get the boxing gloves and shoes. Rival, right? I'm gonna do bodybuilding show in France. That's awesome. Harshal, are you not scared working out with tendonitis? No. Dude, so what is tendonitis? It's inflamed tendons. Where is the tendonitis? I got a little tiny bit in one of my knees. I could wear sleeves for that. I've got a little in the elbow. It's something. The only way to fix tendonitis is to rest it. But you can't stop training for every aches and pains. Sometimes you have to adjust training. Sometimes you got to adjust foot placement. Sometimes you got to look at doing a deload week or resting. But you can work around tendonitis. You know what I mean? When you're 50 years old, you're going to have arthritis. You're going to have tendonitis. You're going to have these things. You just got to be smart about it. Okay, so Manuel Luna. What's up, man? Hell yeah. That's awesome. I almost came to your store yesterday. I need to get some new shoes. This is my setup incident. I got a couple boxing bags, and then I have a double end there. So my floor gets converted over when I want to do training. But I always do weightlifting first. Yeah, no, everything's been great. That's awesome. Look, can you? So, um, what's his name? Coach Paul, will not let me film anything from that fucking gym. He won't let me take a 30-second clip of me hitting the focus mitts. He won't let me do sparring. And all I asked him for was like, can you give me something so I could post it on my channel to show that I'm training? And it's just like, he sucks, man. He lets me get clips of my kids though, and they're doing really well. All right. Yeah, buddy. We'll do one more set. I appreciate it. Can you use more or less weight with the camber bar? Less. It puts the weight more in a front squat position, so it's a little harder on the quads. King Sigma, good training. Thank you. That's unusual when you come by my gym one day. Where's your gym at? Dude, I will totally check you out. I mean, I might even jump ship. You know what I mean? I love training with Paul, but he fights me a lot. I think it's because of how old I am. He sees me as competition. Because I'm so big, when people come in the gym, they see me, and then my kids are training too. So I train with my kids. We all get in the ring. I don't know that for a fact. That's just a suspicion I have. Any thoughts on smelling cells? Yeah, they activate the fight or flight response, so it gives you an adrenaline rush. I don't use them, but they have. I mean, a lot of people swear by them. What's your Mount Rushmore of leg exercises for hypertrophy? For hypertrophy, Mount Rushmore, meaning the number one. I really love dynamic box squats, but that's more cultivating. For hypertrophy, belt squats. Honestly, I would just hook up the belt squat machine over at EOS, get under it so that you get full range of motion, load that sucker up with 6 plates, and just bang them out. Sets of 10. Is this guy an actor? I wish. No, I don't know if I wish that. Hey, Gen X 10. No, I'm going to have to get some sleep. Hell yeah, I appreciate the help. Woo. How many sessions have you got left with the gym? I pay monthly, so I pay $300 a month, and then I have 2 private sessions left. And dude, if I find a better gym that's gonna like at least work with me a little bit, I know you don't want to film people boxing. I know he's got serious boxers in there, and I know that they don't want cameras on them. But for him to not allow me to get any footage whatsoever is bullshit. Yeah, so Manuel, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I check Instagram, and my name is Charles.Widener. It's just my name. Good night, any absent Jarl. Damon's been around for 4 or 5 streams. He's all right. What are we asking? Damon, somebody got deleted. What do you think of furries? You deleted that? Where do I? Instagram, yeah. I could send how many push-ups? All of them. Probably. I think I could get 100 straight. If I do Wes Watson push-ups, maybe 130. All right, let's get some weight on the bar. I'm going to do the last set coming up. I'm in the bag for 15, 20 minutes. And then I'm going to go in and try to maul my wife. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can get Della out here, if she's still awake. Della, you still awake? You got school tomorrow? It's now or never, kiddo. I just asked my daughter if she wanted to hit the mitts. So we'll see. She should be in bed. She's got school tomorrow. Woo! You want to see 800? I want to see 800. What do you think of that really talk, muscular Aussie dude who doesn't show his face? Former Army. Are you talking about that huge guy that just lifts incredible weights, but you never see his face. He's one of the strongest guys on the internet. He would be ranked top in the world in any strength sport. From what I've seen, he's pretty incredible. If we're talking about the same guy, Andy Serkis. Kids up at 10. Yeah, no, she should have been in bed hours ago. Manuel Luna, you guys, not only is he a weightlifter, he's a fantastic fight IQ also. Talking about me? I'm okay. Uh, my IQ's good, but my ability's not. It's like I can tell you what I'm doing wrong, but it's hard to get my body. It doesn't want. It fights me. I'm noticing like I'm always dropping my hands. Like we'll be sparring. You know, um, I do pretty good at coming off the center line, but then when I have this tendency to when I'm doing combos, I'll drop my hands and then Paul slapped me across the face. uh, he roared. He roared their name in the house. Bobby may have blocked you, Matt. Really? Dropping hands is a big issue for me. It's always good to have somebody that's why we spar. You drop your hands, you get punched in the face. If you keep your guard too high, you gotta. Oh, this guy got me beautiful. So I was doing a jab, right? I did this awesome step jab, and then I when I liver shot. He punched me. I opened myself up and he just whacked me. Oh. He laughed at me. He goes, I've been waiting for you to do that. And I was like, you son of a bitch. uh, oh, Mount Rushmore is 4 exercises. Oh, I got you. Uh, okay, so my Mount Rushmore for legs is obviously barbell squats. Uh, sissy squats, horseshoe squats, and I would say what's the one-legged ones called? Lunges. Those are the 4 I do consistently. But see, I don't know if I'm the best guy to ask for hypertrophy though, because I don't focus on that. I focus on strength. I know there's a big overlap between hypertrophy and strength. So if you are working to your maximum, even if it is just for strength, you're going to have a lot of hypertrophy carryover. Yes, well, I hope I can squat it. I'm about to here in a minute, Fast Life. Let's see here. Your kid, 2 EKM, don't disrespect me. I'm not getting in the middle of that. He's got body dysmorphia. If I lose my abs due to bulking, I get depression. Yeah, right? Yeah. Should get that checked out. Eduardo. Daddy Issues Podcast. That's a good name. Is it still possible to work your lower back with a bad disc? Yeah, but what are we talking about? Like, what's your grade? Like, it's like grade 1 through 5. 5 being you need surgery. Grade 1, grade 2, you can actually do exercises to help align that and get it back. Like, what are we talking about? Let me check your channel out here real quick. Daddy Issues. Oh, yeah. I'm subscribing to. Oh, and this is you aren't who I thought. Yeah. Are you still doing videos? Videos. 9 months ago. Podcasts. When was your last podcast? That was 10 months ago. All right. I think I was watching some of your stuff at one point. Daddy issues. Squat, squat, squat. Mount Rushmore. Yeah, what disc are we talking about? So they said something like 4 out of 10 men over the age of 40 have at least a grade 1 in their L5, and that's from sitting, like I am right now. Beast mode. Deadlifts are great for strengthening your back. Yes, but they're not necessarily great for aligning slip discs. I would say Jefferson curls. Ugly garage looks poor. Eddie, thank you. I am poor. But I'm very strong. I might be broke, but I can lift heavy things. Taco lover, I gotta sleep. Don't forget to sub and turn on. Yeah, if you're gonna make fun of me or say something stupid, you have to hit the like button, okay? Uh, how could you get depressed if you don't let yourself? Dude, I suffer from clinical depression. What I've gotten really good at, though, is getting myself out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go there and I'll go to that dark place, and then I'm just like, okay, what are you doing? Get out of this. Well, man, I'll shoot you a message on Instagram. Hell yeah, man. Well, I am actually going to lift this here in a few minutes, but I don't expect you to stick around for that. But no, I'll pop in and see you next time I go boxing, which may be tomorrow. I would love to check your gym out, man. Like I said, Coach Paul's been awesome, but I notice he's got his clients that he likes to really, really hone and focus on, and me and a couple of the other older guys. We can kind of get stuck in the corner sometimes. You know, it's like obviously a 50-year-old's not going to become a fighter anytime soon, but it doesn't mean our money and our time isn't as valuable as other people's. So it's almost like, who's your priorities? And I get it. If you get guys that are actually going to fight, but that's how I feel sometimes. And then when I tell him I have a YouTube channel and it's got a good amount of views and it's doing well, he doesn't take me seriously. He thinks I'm just some douchebag posting on Instagram. And I am, but I'm serious about it. Scroll up. You skipped my question. El Feo. Skipped my question. How far up do I need to go? Just ask the damn question again. Oh, here we go. What's a good exercise to strengthen your back? What's up, sweetheart?
I can't join you.
All right.
Mom says you have to go to bed.
So I can bench press without the feeling of pulling my back. I guess I didn't answer that question because I thought everybody else was. Because I was reading a lot of deadlifts and squats, and that's really what I would subscribe or prescribe to you. So if you're not deadlifting regularly, you're not squatting regularly, you have no business benching regularly, in my opinion. And that's a real simplified answer. Gang, calisthenics is good for fat cutting, 100%. Middle East don't get boomed. Uh-oh, is he back? Okay, God damn it, every time I see your name, I'm like, oh, here we go. Vlad, what's up? It is 10:13. I have got to get moving. I'm not ready to hit this yet, though. I need another couple minutes. It's raining tacos. Where are you from? I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Bob, take your clothes off. From out of the sky. Take off the pump cover. It's leg day, right? I know that song. Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, but you don't want to lift heavy when you want to cut. I don't know. I've always lifted heavy when I cut. But I'm a power lifter, so it's like, what are we cutting for? I maintain 11% body fat and still make gains in the gym because I don't bulk either. See, I don't know if I'm the best guy to take advice for it because I've maintained a weight class for 10 years. So it's been fairly easy to dial that in, if that makes sense. DSYR. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but thank you. I appreciate that. There's a good 150 taco place down the street from my house. I'll see you soon, brother. We'll talk about that. You've been asking me to call you the last few days, and I've been ignoring you, but it's not me. I've been dealing with some issues, dude, and we'll talk. But I apologize for not calling you back. It's raining tacos. Hell yeah, that's like one of my favorite jams. Gang, you also don't want to risk tearing a muscle. Yeah, tearing. Think about tearing a muscle. I think there's tearing tendons, there's sprains, strains, but actually tearing a muscle is horrific. Uh, do you like hot dog with wasabi? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I like everything with wasabi. Daddy issues, thoughts on fat loss? Yes, keep it simple. So, here's what I would suggest, and I'm not a bodybuilder, so you bodybuilders who do extreme dieting, I would track your food for 2 weeks. Get a good picture of what you're eating on a daily basis. And once you got your calories down, all you really need to do is start trimming things out. Do you like mayonnaise on your sandwiches? Can you switch to mustard? Do you drink a lot of soda? Can you switch to diet? Do you eat, do you wake up in the middle of the night and eat cookies? Maybe you could have a handful of raisins or something. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it is, you can find small substitutes that won't drastically change your lifestyle so that you don't hate dieting, and then go into a slight caloric deficit, and you will trend down. Make it easy, make it something you can stick to. Same thing with gaining weight. Add a couple extra things. I don't eat a significant amount more to gain weight. I don't eat a significant amount less to lose weight. I just, because I like I said, I've been 220 for 10 years, and I've got myself dialed in pretty well. But for other people, it could be a metabolism thing. Uh, why would boobs be muscle? They're not. Boobs are fat. Pineapple on pizza, blasphemy. This is America. Any tips? I lost my fire at the gym since getting a girlfriend. I used to work out based on rage, but now I'm happy to have hardcore workouts like before. Yes. It helps to hate yourself to work out, but um, for me, I like my wife is my training partner, so like you don't want to ever lose. Like this is what I tell my kids: you don't have to like going to the gym, but I need you to look at it like brushing your teeth or showering or something you do daily that's not negotiable. It needs to be mandatory. You can't look at the gym as optional. I don't believe you can. I think everyone, like the number one resistance to aging is resistance training. So the best thing older guys can do is lift weights, even if it's lightweight. And we're talking grandma and grandpa, 90 years old. Oh, but I walk every day. Yeah, you suck. You should be lifting weights because that's why your brain's going. It helps with cognitive ability. Like nothing staves off the effects of aging more. And this is scientifically proven. This is not controversial. This is not bro science. This is solid science. The only thing proven to stave off aging is resistance training. And it works across the board for all metrics. I call myself fat, so it makes me feel bad. You do what you got to do, man. Once you stop hating yourself, it's over with. uh, cats, dogs, dude. I lost my fire after my girlfriend left me. Normally, it's the other way around. But depression will do that to you too. So that's even worse. That's more insidious. Um, I don't know. How do you get that fire back? It just Don't settle. Do not settle. When I got out of the military, I let myself go. I was addicted to drugs, and I just let myself get fat. And I kind of thought that's what you did. You get old, you get fat, deal with it. And I'm really glad I was wrong about that. How strong would be the average strongman competitor at 220 pounds, 30? See, I don't really know strongman numbers. That's not my sport. And I know I have plenty of friends who do strongman, but I don't really know their numbers. I can tell you what powerlifters are. An average 30-year-old powerlifter, like a high, oh no, you said average. At 30 years old, 220 pounds, I'm thinking 1,500 pound totals, like a good competitive number for a 30-year-old that you would see in competition, and it wouldn't be like the best of the best or the worst of the worst. 1,500 pounds. That's a guy that's trained for 5 or 6 years. Now you start getting into the elite numbers. That weight class, you're looking at 2,000 pound totals. Yeah, we women have pectoral muscles as well. However, the actual shape that men love is fat. Yeah, I know it's amazing. It's funny how men don't realize women have pecs too. And, baby, as you well know, men can grow boobs too. Thank you for your service. Thanks, gang, gang. All right, last set. I had to fart though, because I'm about to squat a lot. What's your thought about commercial gyms versus home gym? Do you feel you can get the same workout or better? No, no. I get way better workouts at home. But the thing is commercial gyms are fun. I've gotten to the point where if I walk into a commercial gym, I am the strongest guy in there. Not the biggest, but by far the strongest. And I just get a kick out of it. It's like I draw a crowd when I load that squat rack up with, like you just don't see guys putting 5 plates on a squat rack, and if they do, they're doing it for like a rep, and I can hit it for 10. And my problem is when I go to commercial gyms, I know this, and I tend to get a little psychotic, so I put on a show. And if anything, that's where I hurt myself. I do stupid shit when I go public gyms. It's like I just get a kick out of it. First, someone will be kind of looking at me like, "Who's this douchebag?" And I'll put 2 plates on there, like, "Yeah, whatever, Grandpa." 3 plates, and they're like, "Oh." 4 plates, they're like, "Huh." 5 plates, they're like, "Oh shit, look at him go! Holy shit, he just did a set of 10." Like, damn. Oh, he's gonna do another one? Yeah, because you can only put 5 bumper plates on the. Still haven't heard the Mount Rushmore. Like, okay, maybe you can explain yourself, Matt C. Because you keep asking me this question, and I'm a power lifter that literally does. Do I even do 4 leg workout exercises? Squats, more squats, and squats, and then do more squats. You can do neutral, close, wide, low bar, high bar, front. I knew you said you told me you were going to ask me this question, but I didn't. I guess I misunderstood you. Because I don't do leg sled. I don't do leg curls. I don't do anything. All I do is squatting. I do squats. I do sissy squats. I do one-legged, like body weight stuff. That's pretty much it. You could have said different variations. Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Well, yeah. So obviously the bulk of my workout is going to be regular competition barbell low bar squats. That's, we'll say, 50 to 70%. The other, like, no. No, that's not even right. Let me think about this. When I want to get my platform squat higher, my go-to exercise is the dynamic box squat. So that's going to be that's how I'm going to develop strength and speed and explosiveness. The next exercise I'm going to do is pause squatting. So that's regular barbell squatting with a slight pause at the bottom for anyone that needs to know. And then to work on depth, getting out of the hole, that's where I use Prophet Fear's staggered stance squat, where I'll stand with like a 90 degree and do ass to grass. And then the last variation is the horseshoe squat, which is where I'll load up either put a barbell on my back or hold a kettlebell and do those super wide squats like a split. So now I understand. So those are the four. Those are my programmed go-to. Let's get my platform squat numbers up exercises. Uh, do do do. No, belt squat, sissy squat, stiff leg deadlift. Yeah, I hopefully that's a little bit of a better answer. I'm sorry, I missed it. Because I was thinking like I gotta pick 4 exercises, but I really only do squats. Have you ever heard of D Bird and his workout streams? Yes. Yep. Yeah. I have. I checked him out the other day. Those guys are animals. They're beasts. Saying effed up shit. He usually, yeah, he is all the time. But like joking, I wasn't really reading what he was saying. He's kind of annoying. He takes the stream over and he just doesn't. He doesn't have an off switch. He doesn't know when to stop. Is what he's saying that bad? Is it intolerable? I don't know. It's just annoying. And I think the more we put him in timeout, the worse he gets. And when he comes back, he's like making up for lost time. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. I'm not gonna have time to box tonight. It's already 10:30. I know I got started late. That's all right. You know what? If I can't sleep tonight, maybe I'll get online later and hit the heavy bag. Can you pay up to $30 to save the animals? I pay $30 to eat the animals. Some ribeye steaks. Can we just ban him every time? Packing bowls. Good night. Hell yeah, brother. How often do you work out? Well, I'm going to start competition training tomorrow. So it'll be 3 days a week heavy, and then I box. I go to a boxing gym like 2 to 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, squat, bench, deadlift, and then, the other training in between those. Weekends are going to be hit or miss with just whatever I feel like doing. Bobby, get off the drugs. It messes with your mind. Stop packing bowls, Bobby boy. Oh, is that what that meant? All right. It makes sense. Packing. Because I was like, what is he eating? Ramen noodles? What are we doing here? You're weak. I know, man. I feel weak too. I got a new rule. If you're gonna insult me, you have to hit the like button. Alright. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Nah. Oh, shit. Yeah. Let me catch my breath here real quick. How much is that? 545. 550? Yeah, 545. Roof users can't breathe. I know, I'm always stuffed up. But you'd be out of breath too if you squat 3 times your body weight for a set of 5. No, I shouldn't quarter, Gunter. You're 100% wrong. You do not want to have your head up. You want your spine aligned. When's the baby due? I saw your mom about 9 months ago. OG boo dirty. So yeah, I would have been your dad, but the dog beat me over the fence. I'm beating it to you. Yeah, a lot of people do. It's a service I provide for free. I hear so much bad info like don't scrape your bar against your shins on deads. If you have a deadlift bar, you don't have to worry about it because there's no knurling in the middle. Christina Remington. Hey, baby, that was my last set. Tom, honest, are you natural? No, I'm artificially flavored. I never claimed to be either. At least you're a G. No, but I did want to address that comment about having your head up. So, low bar squats, right? What do you normally hear? You normally hear you gotta have your head and chest out like this, right? No. You want your spine aligned. So imagine there's a pull in your head going to your ass. Bam. What are you gonna be? Where's your spine doing? Where are you looking? Not like this, like this. Now when you're doing a high bar squat, you want to break at the knees first. So that's going to look like this, right? Then this is where you want to have your head up. When you're doing a low bar squat, you break at the hips first. So it's going to be more like a leg press. Bam! So that head and chest is a miscue because you want the barbell to be in a straight path up and down. Now, I've been coaching for a very long time, so when I hear that miscue, I feel like it's my duty to correct that. That's bad information. Why don't you use an inhaler? Because my nose is stuffed up? Okay, all kidding aside. Scotsman, I want you to load up a barbell with at least 3 times your body weight. Crank out a set of 5. And tell me if you're out of breath for a minute or two. Oh my God, he's breathing heavy. Yeah, I just lift half your mom's ass for a set of 5, stupid. Like I was out of breath when I was fucking humping her around too, you know? Good Lord. Hey, everybody that left a shitty comment, hit the like button. No. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. A lot of these clowns online here have no idea what they're talking about. Obviously. 3 times my body weight would be 1,290 pounds. Damn! Night, brother. Happy, what's up? Thoughts on squatting 3 times a week? Luke, yes. That's what I'm doing right now. So you can do that for short periods of time. If you want to get your squat numbers up, bench 3 times a week, perfectly fine. Don't do it for too long. 3-4 weeks, take a deload, see if you can increase your 1 rep max. Too much volume long term, really good short term for blocks, for like conditioning blocks. Is your hair red, white, and blue? That's kind of what I was going for, but yeah. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I was going to do some heavy bag training, but it is 10:37, and I need to. Jake, thank you. Thunder TC88 of a fat ass. Hey, it just means you're stronger. It means you can lift more, right? Yeah. And underneath all of that is a beautiful, badass powerlifter waiting to unfurl itself to the world. Cardio. Ooh. Oh, gotta go, boys. Ranjeep, where am I from? I'm from Chicago, but I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Archer 03. Hello, I'm going to answer Jake's question, then I'm going to get going. Jake Levine, 666. Oh, God, I need glasses. Jesus Christ. Tips on gaining weight. You got to eat. You have to eat. A lot of hard gainers, they're like, I eat 2,500 calories a day. And last week I added 500 calories. Try like 6,000 calories for a few weeks. You know what I mean? Like you need to eat. You got to find a way to get calories on that frame. Assuming you're training, of course. Otherwise, you're just going to get fat. What does that mean? Cardio winking emoji. Son, let me tell you about the birds and the bees. Do you have a minute? Triple X, I wish I could go to the gym again, but since I'm addicted to laxative, I can't leave that. Are you seriously addicted? So the laxatives you're addicted to, I'm assuming, are the opiate derivatives, the ones that derived from opioids. And if you take enough of them, they give you kind of like a opioid effect. What I would suggest, if you're serious, you need to check yourself into a rehab. But if you're looking for an alternative that will help you get off of them, you could buy Kratom from a smoke shop. I'm sure they sell them here in Vegas, and it's like an herbal opioid, which I got addicted to and I had to go to rehab for. So I'm not suggesting anybody get addicted to this stuff. But if you're seriously addicted to laxatives, that would be an alternative to get you off the toilet, is what I'm telling you. That's horrible. I can't even imagine living that way. No, so it's not that anyone likes to shit themselves. It's that the certain laxatives, I forgot which one it is, are it's like a denatured opioid molecule. So the same thing as like a Loratab or what's the other one? Percocets. It's the same. They just took they changed the molecule slightly so you can't get high off of it. But what people will do is when taken in sufficient amounts, it gives you an opioid like feeling. So you get the mild euphoric feeling of like what you would do if you had opiates. But it's a laxative. So that's terrible. I can't even think how awful that is. The alternative is you can go by kratom because it does the same thing. As a matter of fact, it'd probably be stronger. You probably get way more feeling out of it. Uh, as far as the opiate, the whatever. But I'm telling you, go to rehab. You need to check yourself in and get help. Mr. Hanson, what's up? Archer, thank you. I appreciate it. Uh, Obvious roids. So, well, you're in the wrong room, dude. If you think anyone cares, you gotta read the room, brother. You pop in, you're like, he's on steroids, and everybody looks at him and goes, yeah, good, very observant. Do you have anything else profound to add to the conversation? uh, is it those cause constipation? Yeah, you might be right. But why would anyone be addicted to laxatives? What would that do for you if that's not the one we're talking about? Okay, my wife calls me, guys. I gotta get going. I love you guys. Either way, if you're addicted to something like that and you can't leave the house and you're being serious, you definitely should call and get some help for that. All right. I love you guys. I see you on the battlefield. I'm coming, baby.